Ross Solomon!
Greetings YouTube, welcome to 0AD Newbie Rush. I'm Jim Cogan. It's midweek 1v1 time, and enough said. I've got Let's Wave a Book versus Lorenz 11, 1850 apiece on a small temperate balanced mainland map. It could not be closer than that. That is about as balanced a game as you're likely to get. I don't know if you can trust these ratings. I think both of these guys are probably good enough to justify their rating, and they haven't changed them to something crazy. But enough said, let's see what these guys are going to do today. We'll start with Let's Wave a Book in the blue, playing as the Seleucids. Good friend of the channel, Let's Wave a Book. We covered them at the weekend just gone where they were on the losing side, so this is a chance to make up for that. They have gone for a fairly traditional beginning. We have got how many women on the berries? 4 of them. Berry upgrade in progress, and we have we've lost one of the I think he's scouting with one of the infantrymen. Where are they? We'll find them in a sec. Yeah, they're over there. They've started a advanced wood line, hiding in the trees. I've put the unit silhouettes on again. It's because I was playing again last night. First house going up. I did a 2 versus 3 match last night. I was in the 2, but it was somewhat unfair because I had Hamdi on my side, who is a rating of around 2,000. And basically he went and killed everyone with about 250 camels. And then I mopped up with some siege afterwards. So it was a hollow victory for me. I can't claim it. My contribution was limited, but fair shout to the guys that I was playing against yesterday. That was crazy. I may broadcast that just for a bit of a laugh at some point. But let's move on. Let's look at Lorenz 11, also 1850 in the red, playing as Macedonians. So Macedonians versus Seleucids. He's got 7 women on the berries. Got the berry upgrade already. These building houses down here got various women allocated to that, and there's also got a wood line. So they're both going for the fairly typical beginning, and it's going to be later on. You see, he was scouting with his palast, so to speak. So you see that quite a lot with the top players. Will send a slinger or one of the lighter infantry, one of the lighter, faster infantry people around. What's this? Yes. Is it a raid? It's only 2 horses. He's got 4 cavalry ready out. Let's Wave a Book. I think he's going to finish off Lorenz lone cavalryman here. He's taken the long way round. This will be an exercise in bullet dodging. Yes. The Cav not allowed to do the dancing that was prominent in Alpha 23. So all 4 Cav now coming in. And this is a raid. Lorenz gets the women into the CC really quick. He did have an infantry person in there. They're back out. They're always playing with death here. Are they going to get back in time? Yeah, there they go. They're not going to lose anybody. So Lorenz knows how to safely manage a raid. Let's Wave a Book is waiting for his opportunity. At the same time, Lorenz is scouting with that other horse. It's 39 for Lorenz versus 35 for Let's Wave a Book. Out they come again. I think they're going to take a shot or 2 there. He's just trying to lure he's lost 1. Trying to lure the horses into the fire from the CC. This could be the pattern. How long does Lorenz keep this going? He's got an alternative woodline on food sort of gathering operation, should we call it, over here. Don't think he's going to be brave enough to send them out again. He's got another farm over here, which was where they were loading the berries to. They're going wide, and I think they're going to come in for the fields this side. And Lorenz has noticed them. Destroyed a field that wasn't built. Some more women come out. They're going for that field. I think the idea here is just going to be to completely hassle Lorenz most of the time. Although I think they're ducking out. This is just hide and seek, isn't it? I'm going to wait here for a bit till you get loads of women out, then I'm going to come in and slaughter you. However, Lorenz has opened up a lead of 47. sorry, 47 plays 40, now 50, so 10 lead. I think Let's Wave a Book needs to focus on his eco pretty soon because Lorenz is lethal at building population fast. It's all female citizens on both sides, although Lorenz has just started making more infantry now. He's got the barracks out. Let's Wave a Book also got a barracks out. It's got another farm on the go here, so exploiting all of the farm. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 fields. Now, in a comment on a video recently, he told me to look out for the number of fields and how it shapes the strategy of that player in that game. So if it remains at 4 fields, we'll have to question what is Let's Wave a Book's plan. He's still making women, but only 3 at a time from the CC, making 2 at a time from his barracks now. Nobody's gone for mining yet. Let's Wave a Book happy to focus on hunting at the moment, I think. The more eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed we're not doing this on accelerated speed. I think when you've got players of a certain quality, you want to see all their little micro stuff that they're doing. So that's quite important. Let's Wave a Book has gone in for all the economic upgrades. So 1 wood cutting, the berry upgrade and the first farming, just the food gathering upgrade for Lorenz. This has resulted in a lead of 20 now. That is quite a big lead, and Let's Wave a Book is pop capped at 50, or he was. There is that's an unusual mistake. He's not pop capped for long. He's up to 56, and production wise, he's stepping on it now. So I would have thought that lead, like the best players can make up a lead of about 10. He did make the cav, so that's kind of explained by that. We've got 1 rogue female citizen there just going a very long way to gather this food here. I would have thought these would have been the better fruit trees to focus on, but there's still a trickle of food coming in, so it all counts. 79 plays 60, so that lead has opened up. What is Lorenz up to? He's definitely gone in for fields. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fields out at the moment. Still just the... No, there's an extra one. There's a 5th one for Let's Wave a Book. And pop capped again, briefly. I saw the flash there at 60. Let's Wave a Book has decided still pop capped at 60. He is phasing up. So I'm assuming this is a specific strategy of Let's Wave a Book to get through at least into phase 2 quickly. I can't remember what kind of... it could be mercenaries, could be some kind of phase 2 mercenary. But Lorenz not hanging about either. 88 at 7 minutes and has decided to phase up as well. So early phasing, and we're seeing... Yeah, it's more scouting. Still only 1 for 1 at this point. I think he might have bumped off a female citizen in there. And the other cav unit was giving short chase. So they both hit phase 2 within a few seconds of each other. And that gap has come down a little. 71 plays 88. Lorenz keeping his nose just in front. Are we seeing the phase 2 buildings now? Let's have a look. There is the stables. That's another storehouse, so Lorenz is starting the mining in earnest. Let's Wave a Book already there. Any interest in military buildings? No, just 1 barracks, 1 stables each. Excess cavalry for Let's Wave a Book. More infantry for Lorenz. A lot more women now. So in the early exchanges, we have an expansion actually. This is quite an aggressive move. So 5 cav here, giving a bit of early warning. I think they're going to go in and try and cause hassle. And the 6th one there. And it's very small expansion. So trying to get that military colony down, control an extra bit of territory. There's more food here. It's mostly food. Lorenz has gone, Let's Wave a Book has gone in, hasn't got any kills from it. They've regrouped, not too much in the way of soft targets. There's a lot of, what we got there, skirmish cavalry. They've gone into, they've gone into the stables. There's 5 of them in there that could spring out. Some spearmen have come out. They are trying to get this done. Out come the cav. And it's an even fight there. And I think you'd have to fancy Lorenz being in his own territory to be able to fight that off. Let's Wave a Book is looking for these kills. He is still approximately 10 behind, grown slightly. Just trying to hamper Loren's development. I would say it's probably not totally working. What have we got in terms of eco buildings? Not much going down at the moment. More upgrades now for Lorenz at the moment. This is still going on. Chasing a few of the women away there. Hassling, but not really making a huge impact. But more horses coming up now. This is something to be concerned about. Although Lorenz has got his own cav out now, slightly outnumbered. That's 11 there. 3 kills apiece. This is about as close as you can get. We've got some weak infantrymen going in. They may get one of the horses, but most of them are going to die very soon. That's opened it up. So that's 3 kills without reply for Let's Wave a Book. Lorenz giving chase, but coming out and running into the cav here. So bit of a counter. He is losing material. Is he getting caught up with micromanaging? It looks like micromanaging the fight and fighting here. There's a micromanaging his base and fighting, should we say, seems to be working out slightly better. Although for the first time, Lorenz has got himself pop capped 119. But we are seeing phase 2 buildings. There is a blacksmith. There is the market. And I think, finally, I was going to say, finally, Let's Wave a Book has not ducked out entirely. He has got companion cav. Where are they coming out of? Trying to see. So they're coming out the CC. Okay, slightly different cav unit. And going in on the main bulk of Lorenz's forces. Not getting too much success. Still behind, although it's evened right up now. 123 plays 125. Possibly a little counter here. But in come the bulk of Let's Wave a Book's cav. Are they going to catch any of these guys unaware? Yeah, they're upon them, so that could be bad. Yeah, 11 kills plays 7. The expansion gives him a lot of territory. The market is down. Is he in a position to phase up? Not quite yet. Still needs another building. One more of the Tang class entities. Whereas Lorenz, what's he got? Similar position. So they both got blacksmith and market. Military upgrades being taken by Lorenz. Yeah, he's got the sword. He's also got one of the horse upgrades. But the danger's never far away. There is also one of the javelineers has been left there. I think he's the early warning lookout. Lorenz going out again, this time with 16 cav. He's up against considerably more than that, I think. And this is interesting. It's splitting the cav up and then hovering around here. Quite a few women in there, but still well defended. Bit of bartering going on by Let's Wave a Book, who's pop capped again, 130. So it takes, you have to take your eye off the ball a bit to go and do stuff. He's now got women wandering long distance. This is where it's happening though, but I think Lorenz has got enough there to repel this. They're protecting this wood line well, but Let's Wave a Book, it's constant. Trying to chip away and find that he's still pop capped. He's now unpop capped himself. There's a temple going on there, so Lorenz sees this as a strategically important place. Still got the drop on infantry, but matching Let's Wave a Book for cavalry. Let's Wave a Book having to sit back a bit and get his stuff in order back at his base. Neither of them keen to expand too fast. There's still nothing in it. 100. Now it's Lorenz's turn to be pop capped. 150. He's micromanaging these cav here. I don't think he's noticed. They must have a house going down somewhere. That's the other blacksmith going down. There is a house scheduled, but nobody building it. 150. Is this the mistake that Let's Wave a Book needs? At the same time, he is going in looking for soft targets. He's found potential expansion here. There are women there, as a few of them died. It's now, I mean, it's even across the board. 16 kills it was each, 18 each, 2021, 23 each. They are cancelling each other out. So it's impossible to say which way this is going to go. If I was going to say, do I fancy any of the positions, I think just looking at the base, I quite fancy Lorenz's position there, although I don't like the Macedonians as a civ that much. I've never got on with them, but I'm not a very good player, so that's not really saying much. They're restocking, resupplying, a little bit of a gulf between the number of cavalry there. 21 versus 27 for Let's Wave a Book. Kills, nothing in it. There's 2 in it at the moment, but that will change next time they turn around and shoot some more. Population, there's 2 in it. So, and look at that, Lorenz has just gone back in front again, 148. Who is going to get to phase 3 first? Lorenz is in a position if he can get hold of some stone. Let's Wave a Book is bartering. Still not got his second building down. I think that could do it. It's an interesting back and forth. There is still nothing in it. But, yeah, small cav advantage. They're going the long way around. If he could take the market, that would be quite brutal. The infantry's got to come a long way to stop him. Is that all of his cav he's committed there? It is. And so Lorenz is on the run. He's going in on the fields, though. But, oh, they've just emerged right into a cloud of cav, so there will be kills aplenty. First significant bit of damage there, but Let's Wave a Book is going to lose some of the weaker horses as they are chased off. For once that time, Let's Wave a Book didn't have additional cav coming in on the other side. He'd sent his whole force in. Got a bit lucky because a load of women just emerged from the CC. Taking away the market would be interesting, although I think they've all got plenty of resources in the bank, though. He's gone back in on the women again. 50 kills for Let's Wave a Book, and quite a lead now, nearly 20. Lorenz appears to be taking his eye off this, but he is now going for a counter-attack and capturing. If he captures a house, that could be significant. He didn't get it. Didn't get it. Had to respond to what's going on here. So we're starting, I think Lorenz is starting to feel like he might be in a bit of trouble. He is being intimidated by Let's Wave a Book. It's been a good performance. And he's just starting to get at him. But as soon as he starts defending, gets himself back into it, there's still that gap of just under 10. More kills now for Lorenz. So, oh no, other way around. Sorry, I was looking at the deaths. 53, 54, it's closing up again. And yeah, the 61 all again. Look at that. So, and again, the population has fluctuated, but it's Lorenz who's pushed the button on going to phase 3 first. Who's got the military upgrades? Let's have a look. So they're both getting to walk speed upgrade for the horses for Let's Wave a Book, as we're seeing the kills here. That seems to be going Lorenz's way at the moment. We're seeing the horse breeding for Lorenz. He's also got the 100% bonus for health for female citizens sort of upgrade. So despite attacking those women, he has to attack them. Let's Wave a Book has to attack them for longer to kill them. Decided not to finish off that house. They could have probably got that. Military upgrades in terms of the infantry. I haven't really started fighting. This is the first significant infantry advance, and Lorenz has gone for it. He is in Let's Wave a Book's territory, trying to capture a temple. He's not going to get it. It's full of Let's Wave a Book's cav. There's 17 of them in there. So they're now going to have to get themselves out of here. They did briefly have the advantage. It was 95 kills. It's now swinging the other way. Still nothing in phase, not going to phase 3 though, Let's Wave a Book. So the longer this goes on, the more likely I think Lorenz will be able to build something with siege and go and knock him over. He's committing a lot of forces to this, and he's suffered for it population wise. he's got less kills. He's come off worse towards the end. So that is a bit worrying. As soon as the infantry got involved in the sharp end, it was not looking that good for him. That's the first significant, I think, first blood. That's the first significant confrontation that's really gone one way or the other of one of the players. And I think that went to Let's Wave a Book. So he's got the slight advantage in terms of, I think, position, territory. But Lorenz is in phase 3. Is he looking to exploit this? He's left that other stable there. So you got over here more stables. So it's going to be cav battles all the way, isn't it? No sign of phasing up. No, phasing up now has just begun. 1836. That's quite slow to get to phase 3. But when you consider what Let's Wave a Book has actually been doing, not entirely surprising. 175 is the population. They've got population to spare. It's a 300 pot max, so they can commit to this back and forth while still producing, and they are still producing all the time. There is still infantry coming out. We're seeing walls being put up somewhere. Where's he putting those up? He's putting them up on this side, trying to block this way in. Tower in the middle. And Lorenz has gone off to the left-hand side. He's looking to change his angle of attack. What have we got happening over here? All the cav are over here. We're seeing another military colony over here to take the territory. Big red cloud of doom circling around there. Over 50 cav going to come in on the fields. Are they going to start capturing and killing? I'm not sure. Let's Wave a Book is unaware of this. In they come. So there will be victims. This will drop Let's Wave a Book's population heavily. So, yeah. 126 kills now for Lorenz, but hasn't quite swung it. What is Let's Wave a Book sending back? Another 50. So everything is evens at the moment. You're seeing similar groups contest things with each other. Some extra cav going in, possibly trying to pick off these sort of weaker front lines. They'll take a few hits from a CC, but he will get victims. And leading Let's Wave a Book is Lightly Merry Dance there, but Let's Wave a Book has got his population up to 190. And I think is winning the eco battle at the moment. And we're seeing siege. So all the military upgrades for Lorenz at the moment though. But the siege workshop is there. Victims for Lorenz. He's now got more kills than Let's Wave a Book, and his population could soon be about to overtake it if he gets successful here. Although starting to take a bit of a pacing in the middle. He needs to kind of extricate himself there. He is in front in population now and in front in kills. 151 plays 137. So that last skirmish that we thought possibly had gone Let's Wave a Book's way, it's just been reversed again. Just goes to prove it takes more than 10 either way with these kinds of players. Lorenz still there, hassling and harrying. What are we seeing over that side? So some horses went that way. They've been taken out. And I think they're going for a sneaky capture on the siege workshop. A ram is out, but I think he's going to lose the siege workshop if Let's Wave a Book does not respond to this. This could be cheeky if he gets it. He's halfway captured it. Maybe this was Lorenz's plan all along. He's also got a hero out, Let's Wave a Book, but is about to lose his siege workshop for the creation of only one ram. He's realised now that there is danger here, but that siege workshop is... Oh, they're going to get there just as they capture it. It's theirs, so it now belongs to Lorenz, and that is bad news. I think they're just going to capture it back. I think they've got a hero there. They capture it back in seconds, so maybe that did not produce the output they wanted. Lorenz has got a siege workshop also, but is not currently. Oh, I've never seen those. The champion crossbowmen. I wonder what they're like. I've not played with that unit, so I don't know. 190 for Lorenz, plays 180 for Let's Wave a Book. More kills though for Let's Wave a Book fractionally. Where is that siege engine to? Where has it gone? So the one ram is hiding away there. There's towers coming out apparently. So let's wave a book going for towers. Rams being produced by Lorenz. Another barracks. They've hit the fence, they're through the fence, and they're being funneled in kind of where Lorenz wants them to go, but not able to really cause any damage, trying to poke holes in the fences, but taking fire all the time. So this may or may not be a good idea. Difficult to say. There is a siege tower. He's going to load it up with infantry now. A ram goes out to face it and is faced by another ram. So even the ram fights are balanced. That's pretty crazy. The cavalry comes back. It's one of the most back and forth games we've seen. It's 23 minutes. Somebody's going to slip up somewhere and let somebody in. 220 plays 204. That largely for most of the game, Lorenz has had most of the population. There's been a few places where it's changed over. Currently, Let's Wave a Book has the most kills, but again, nothing in it at all. Military upgrades, though, it's all Lorenz. So he has definitely got the stronger troops. And Lorenz again going down the flank here. They're all piling into that siege tower. There's the ram there standing by. God, I couldn't play 0 AD like this. I'd be totally exhausted after about 5 minutes. The concentration is so complete. At any one time, somebody could mess up here and let somebody in through a gap in their defences, and that's your lot. Let's Wave a Book will be aware that Lorenz is trying to put an expansion down here in this neutral territory, and Lorenz Cav are doing a good job of keeping them at bay. Still not much in it. 133 plays, 189. Suddenly, quite a dramatic drop, I think, down to those military upgrades. And Let's Wave a Book, I think, could be in a little bit of trouble, possibly. The infantry are going in now in the middle, but Let's Wave a Book's just lost half his cavalry in that confrontation. That did not go particularly well. But then they clawed it back a little bit, so again, nothing in it. But the siege are on the verge of piling into the city. There's a catapult as well, and a ram, and a siege tower with, what is that, 18 people in it. So that will be firing from like a mobile position there. But Let's Wave a Book is coming off worse. You could see that his number is dropping considerably faster, and I think it must be down to the military upgrades that Lorenz has got. Lorenz expansion still in progress, and his counter still causing trouble there. And Let's Wave a Book's frontal assault somewhat hit the buffers, I think. And he's in big trouble. That's 123, plays 196. Lorenz has surely got this just by weight of numbers and solid defending. If he starts slicing through... Yeah, so I'm assuming this is all down to those military upgrades. Under 100 now, and a population lead of 100, and nearly 50 plus kills. I think Let's Wave a Book has misjudged this last bit. 26 minutes in, can't be much left of the game. And I think Lorenz made the breakthrough. They are capturing that siege workshop. It is captured. And that's the end. Let's Wave a Book has resigned. So it was anybody's game, I reckon, up until 23, 24 minutes. That raid that Lorenz did and that defensive position over here, that pile of corpses, is the point that Let's Wave a Book seemed to fall behind. And it was a point from which he could not recover. He did launch that assault through the middle, but his army appeared to be no match for Lorenz Macedonians, upgraded Macedonians, 10 military technologies there. Let's look at the summary. You could see how close it is if we look at the populations. So they were trading here, a lot of this time Lorenz had a small lead. At one point it opened up a little, but then it closed up, then it swapped, then it swapped again and again and again and again, and at that point Lorenz looked like he had come off worse from that first confrontation. But over here, this is where basically Lorenz did better. There's a big drop there, and yeah, Let's Wave a Book coming up just short towards the end. Really tight game. Worth watching for the concentration of that attacking and defending with the Cav. If we look at the units they made, 202 Cav made by Lorenz, and eventually just wore Let's Wave a Book down. Got the upgrades, which I think made a huge difference. And Lorenz infantry were, Let's Wave a Book's infantry were just no match when in a face-to-face fight with Lorenz infantry. And the Cav, there was more of them. So huge congratulations to Lorenz 11. Big thanks to Let's Wave a Book for submitting that. Let's have a look at the scores. It was 9,354, but a winning score of 12,067 for Lorenz 11. Kill death ratio 1.38. So I mean, when there's not much in the kill death ratio, anything under 1.5 or either way, a swing, they can go in seconds. It just so happened, more troop production from Lorenz there. I think on the balance of it, Lorenz played the slightly shrewder game, but Let's Wave a Book got to phase 3 first. He had lots of Cav. He had one minor slip up. He didn't maintain the Cav, and the numbers told in the end, as did the upgrades. Massive thanks to Let's Wave a Book for submitting that. Fair play for submitting a game where you lost. Lots to be learned, but I think lots to be admired from both players in that back and forth. It was pretty exhausting to watch, and I could not play like that if I tried. Never in a million years. So congrats to both players for putting on a bit of a show in a tight match. I hope you enjoyed that one. There may be an extra bonus game this week if I get time. Can't promise anything, but there might be another 1v1 maybe towards the end of the week if I get a chance. But that's all we have time for now. I hope you enjoyed that one. Just one last thing. I am still finding emails that with games submitted from sort of February now, I think I'm up to. This one was submitted quite a while back. I should have broadcast it a lot earlier. But if you're worried that I've mislaid your replay, please do email me. Let me know when you sent it in. I can track back through and find it. This is one of the reasons why it's a lot easier if you send me your games through the email address, as I've always asked for you to do. Some people send them to me through Zero AD's forum. Some people send me stuff through Discord and various other places. But really, your best bet is to send me an email, because at least there's a permanent record that I can find and trace back, and I don't get too confused with it. But I've had games from all different directions, so I'm getting confused with it again. There is also the possibility that Alpha 26 could be dropping sometime fairly soon. So there will probably be some games that don't get broadcast. I'm trying to get through as many as I can. It's the usual story. But I'm going to see if I can get an extra one out, maybe for Friday. We'll see how it's looking. But like I said, that's all we have time for now. I hope you enjoyed the game, and may see you in this bonus game, but if not, I'll see you in the Sunday game. Thank you for watching, and bye for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to support the channel, please do drop a like on the video, subscribe, and click the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. Remember, you can now download the replay files for the Zero AD matches that I cover if you want to view them yourself within the game via the Zero AD Newbie Rush replay archive. Links to that and a whole bunch of other great Zero AD related stuff are available in the video description, including how to submit your own game replays for inclusion in a future episode. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.